What is up, guys? It's Scott with Never Hedge, back for another Emax update, and it looks like we are still getting pretty well creamed today on the charts. Let's zoom in a little bit. RSI is moving more towards the oversold category, and it looks like we've got a little bit more of a sell-off. Maybe a little bit of a Mayweather fight hangover, if you want to call it that. So there is a lot of chatter online over the last couple of days about Emax being a scam and all this, and how they're rug pulling right now or whatever. So I can definitely say that they're not rug pulling. There are people selling off after the fight, but we do have some good information that just came out on this. They did do a dev reveal last night on Twitch, and I just finished going through that. So this guy is Josh, James is Geo, and I think this guy's name is like Steve. And they talked for an hour or so about Emax and all that. I'll post a link to this video here in the description below, but I'll just summarize it for you guys so you don't have to spend an hour or so watching these guys talk. So basically they went over the upcoming plans for Emax, the 3x3x3 rewards program, and how they're going to have to figure out how it would work for, like, if they do live events and all that stuff. The audit, they say, is going to be coming out later this week, I believe, and then they will start the liquidity lock following that. And what else? They did a ton of Q&A, so I'm not going to be able to remember everything. So they do have some plans for some future events, all right? So some in-person stuff. I think we saw on their Twitter account yesterday that they're going to be planning on doing some, let's see here, some in-person stuff in New York and LA, some of that stuff. So they're going to have to figure out the 9x9x9 rewards, or the 3x3x3 rewards for that, so they don't have to, or so you're not, it's not like a 10% surcharge just to go to this or buy fucking liquor or something with it. Their main focus right now is basically price stability, and that is the thought process behind the 3x3x3, where they're aiming to limit the profitability of some of these bots doing some pattern trading, where they can basically cause spikes or dips pretty much at will in these 30 ETH chunks. So they're going to be locking their wallets as soon as the audit is done. I think I already got to that. So they're going to be putting out the white papers shortly following the audit, right? So they'll have all of the tools they need, all the information they're going to need from the audit to then draft their white paper. So they said be on the lookout for the white papers about a week or so after the audit comes out, which should be later this week, according to them. And then after the white papers, they talked about getting listed on some of the bigger exchanges like Binance and Coinbase. But I guess before that, they're going to need the independent audit, which, again, they're working on now. And so basically the gist of that whole topic was that this stuff is hard and it takes time. And also, I mean, these guys have only been doing this for literally like 3 weeks, and they probably don't have everything figured out in just 3 weeks. And part of this whole fuckery going on, obviously they don't know what they don't know yet, because they've only been doing this for 3 weeks. So I think that is probably the reasoning behind bringing on this guy here, Josh. I guess he's been doing this. He's been involved in crypto for about 10 years or so. even though he looks like he's about 14 years old. So they are definitely at least attempting to work out a lot of the kinks and problems that we've been experiencing over the last couple of days with huge wallets selling off big chunks. They probably should have not announced that they were going to be locking the whales wallets in a contract for a determined period of time before they actually started implementing that, because I think that definitely contributed to the gigantic sell-off that we saw over the last day and a half. Basically, like, all right, if you tell me you're going to lock my wallet for 3 months or however long it's going to be, and then I can only sell off a little bit, obviously I'm going to sell off a ton now, so I don't have to deal with that, and you guys are just going to lock my wallet. Also, I think they probably should have actually tweeted this video out to everyone, because I had to look for like 15 minutes for the dev reveal, because I thought that they just lied and didn't do it, even though they said they were going to do it Monday night. There's some stuff that's, there's a lot going on obviously right now with this being so new, and from what I gathered from watching that hour-long interview with those guys, is that they're trying their best to work out some of these things, but again, starting a coin and by their words, starting a community is pretty hard, and there's going to be some hiccups. So they basically said, be patient. There's going to be some good stuff coming out within the next couple of weeks. So it is not all bad news, guys. We just have to grow a second set of balls, because the first set are getting pretty taxed by this sell-off going on right now, and weather the storm. And HODL, if you sell, then that's fine, that's on you. I will be holding now for the long term. Doesn't really make much sense to sell for a 100% gain when I was at almost 1,000% gain. So I will, continue waiting on that. And so basically, that's pretty much all I got for you on this one, guys. It's been a tough couple of days, but I do think it will get better within a couple of weeks or so. I mean, from my vantage point, it looks like they are certainly trying their best to get everything worked out for us. And I guess we just got to be patient. And so please be sure you are subscribed to the channel for more updates on Emax as well as other stocks and tokens we like. And I thank you so much for watching this far, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.